in reverberant rhombuses of somber walls of cunningly constructed concert halls, or beneath the stars in bowls carved from the hills. Like Pylian tongues poured from volcanic stills, does the music die, an animal enraged at thus being born acoustically encaged? Or like the pelted pond, or taut plucked string, does it fade from being, vanishing ring by ring? Swings Beethoven inside our atmosphere, perched on the heads of jostling molecules like water-bearing slaves, to be splashed in pools for the casual pleasure of the pilgrim's ear? He had a soberer conception of his task than to fill the ephemeral Sisyphean flask of power and fame. Nor did the artist cower with an art's ivory, himself a moral tower. Versed in the major issues of his time, whether practical or imbued with the sublime, whether weaving the perfection of Penelopeia or unraveling his Homeric Melopeia, all the while o'erwhelmed by the insidious wooing of music in its most mindful manifestations, whether scrawling or expunging dedications, the composer knew exactly what he was doing. Which is not to say devotion never faulted him. The interstitial songs which so exalted him as their most disposed and sympathetic scribe, he rendered faithfully in a vernacular revered as ageless, awesome, and spectacular. It's just that the motivation doesn't jibe. Not to imply the man is overrated, but that such pretensions now seem somewhat dated. We can appreciate the craft, the logic, the intellect, without the anagogic. So spare us, please, the posturing and the preaching, the ecstatic spells, the expanding and upreaching. Spare us anything profound or seminal, or vaguely philanthropic, or trigeminal. This music knows exactly where it's going, and needs no signposts, quickening or slowing. After all, is this not the age of consenting adults? Your place or mine? That is the question, figuratively speaking, which intrigues, for it requires no chanticleer suggestion, the modern public. Anything more fatigues. Precision, power, control, lush carpets of sound. That is what makes the compact disc go round. Genius survives in art. The rest is dross. Rejoice in the contemporary. Cut the loss. Durch alle Töne ein leiser Ton gezogen. Through all these tones, a fainter tone emerges. Home from the war, purged of the recent purges, echoing with the insistence of a slogan, crosses the stage, electrically mounts the podium, irradiates us with an undetected odium, engulfs the orchestra, Sieg Heils, and vaunts, "We are a folk, that knows just what it wants. This surgically streamlined spectre of Dr. Goebbels, foiled by the fact of Furtwängler, now ennobles the scene in tales. For a sentimental token, his rope now tied a bow where the neck was broken. Shall not he preside over the humble partiturman? Raise the baton, deliver the virile sermon, disseminate the word, make safe the roster from heretic, pretender, and impostor? No longer are we a folk of art and culture. The peacock is now transformed into a vulture, able to strip semantic meat from bone, and while chewing, proclaim in Orwellian undertone, peace is war, love is hate, and freedom slavery. Beethoven bombast, and honor knavery. For honorary birds, though feathered to the marrow, when predators can ill afford one sparrow. Freunde, nicht diese Töne, not these tones. The ode to joy is no military march, and not by raising a pompous marble arch, not by fanfare of trumpets and trombones is such a man appropriately remembered, nor morally disemboweled, deveined, dismembered, will his work be reconciled to an empty dome by manly geste or commercial metronome. Approach his music not without demands that his prime exponents, cleansed of all profanity, bear witness to, and compassion for humanity, no less nor less impassioned than the man's. For I can't see him chandeliered with tin, the media's faithful friend and constant focus, culture's diplomat or diplodocus, showering David's praise on Gunga Din. Since admirable as maybe such things are, the man was neither celebrity nor star. And if we can't perceive that inner tone that so transcends the earthly treble clef, hearing naught but that to which the man grew deaf, then it will be asked, whose ear was truly stone? And whether such deafness marks not well the grave of what he was, and through his music gave.